biggest issue all new traders have when beginning their trading journey is finding the right trading strategy. And once they stumble upon a trading strategy that they feel like is going to work for them, only a few weeks later, they start to realize that their strategy sucks, or that they're having a hard time making their strategy more efficient, or they're just confused in general, as if even if they have a strategy. I'm going to break down to you guys the reason that your trading strategy is not profitable or sucks, and how you can fix it and honestly have a complete 180 in your trading career. Let's roll the intro. He's a pattern man, but he doesn't ignore the fundamentals.
Another episode of the Love and Hustle Show.
All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your head trader, Cleveland Bishop here. I want to talk to you guys today about increasing the performance of your trading strategy, or scrapping what you think to be your strategy altogether and coming to a completely new conclusion as to how you want to execute in markets, okay? When you are getting into the business of trading financial markets, whether stocks, options, or Forex, of course, the first thing everyone runs to is, how do I make money, right? I mean, what is the thing I need to do to make money in the business? Okay. The second you see somebody, post some screenshot of whatever, okay, the second you immediately think, I want to do that too. How do I make money? That's actually a little bit backwards. And that's the reason why so many traders fail over and over and over and over and over again. We have a pretty awesome partner that we work with, Blueberry Markets, and they speak with us all the time about the performance of just traders in the industry overall. And they notice a couple of things, okay? They notice, first of all, traders with smaller portfolios, those guys trying to flip accounts and all that, they blow up faster, 100% always, usually, than any other cohort of traders. If you are trying to flip fast money, usually that's just the folks that blow up. Okay. Now, outside of those guys, people that are coming into the business a little bit more, I guess, professionally, people who are actually looking to actually execute in markets as a business, those guys usually trade a little bit less volume, but they're more precise. But the question is, what is that precision? What is the thing that they're actually doing? Okay, outside of the bad habits, what is the execution style? And that's what we're about to talk about, okay, your trading strategy. So first, I want to do a little bit of a perspective. What is a trading strategy? Well, for me, my definition is a trading strategy is a framework that you operate in to find your trading edge, okay? Now, that's the thing right there that I believe destroys all traders. And it's the number one reason that your strategy sucks. And that's why later in the video, we're going to be discussing very deeply what a trading edge is, because the second you quantify what your trading edge is, it becomes a lot easier to sit down and try to figure out when and where you can capitalize on that specific opportunity. Okay. So again, a trading strategy is a framework that you operate in. It's like your trading routine. Okay. It's your trading regime. It's the process or the conditions that need to be met for you to execute. The most simplistic example I can give you guys on what a strategy is versus an edge is, to get like from a metaphorical sense, and then we're going to apply it to Forex, is boxing, because it's pretty obvious. I actually have a heavy bag in the office. When me and the team went out to Thailand, I pretty much have been now addicted to Muay Thai. Okay. So anyway, when I was out there in Thailand, a lot of the people, I'm not, tall, but a lot of the guys out there in Thailand are pretty short. So innately, all of the different coaches were basically saying that, wow, you have a great reach advantage. And I do naturally have longer arms. I had a great reach advantage. So my edge was just that. I was a little bit taller than, the Thai folks over there. But then also my reach was just really, I was able to capitalize a lot on, making sure that I could keep distance, so on and so forth. But guess what? Those guys were like professional Muay Thai practitioners. So I wasn't able to really capitalize on my edge that well. And honestly, they turned my edge into a con because they could easily, because they were so short and so small and so quick, they could easily get right in on me, and they were destroying my rib cage, like absolutely decimating me, right? So my edge was my reach advantage, and a strategy that I could have utilized to keep that reach, right, was just, again, maybe I'm just throwing my jab consistently. Sorry, I'm getting so deep. I'm getting so deep into sports. I could just keep throwing my jab, right, just to kind of keep some distance, okay? I could have a lot more power in my hooks, right? Okay, so again, long story short, it made it a lot easier for me to kind of be more offensive, but defense was a different story. So that's another example of strategy versus edge. Another pretty simple example, just to kind of relate it back to sports, kind of help you guys rationalize this a little bit more, is basketball. If you're 6'7" and I'm 5'9", then your edge is your height, right? That's pretty obvious. But height isn't a strategy, okay? Right? So what a strategy would be is, hey, tall guy, go stand underneath the rim. I know it sounds simple, but that is the strategy. If you are tall, then you need to be standing underneath the rim in that specific situation. Condition. That's how it starts to kind of fold into an analogy that works for trading, because your edge works in certain scenarios and maybe doesn't work in other scenarios. So you need to try to quantify for yourself, okay, what is my edge in trading and what market conditions does it perform best in? Because if that tall guy is just, dribbling down the court, and usually, maybe the taller athletes aren't so agile as like your Nate Robinsons, I know he got knocked out, but at the end of the day, extremely agile guy, right? So he could basically do a lot more, maneuverability, and he had a lot more agility than some of the taller athletes, okay, in the middle of the court. So that's when he was at his advantage relative to the taller athlete, right? So that's just the condition of the game, okay? The condition of markets right now, we see a tremendous amount of trending moves in markets. And our team usually executes a mean reversion style. So we like to see markets run up and then pull back. That's why we capitalized just last week on a Euro USD move where we started to see a little bit of a pullback. You guys can literally see the pullback right here. But we were able to capitalize on that because we're consistently looking for mean reverting moves, because that's our strategy. Our strategy is pullbacks. Our strategy is mean reversion. We oftentimes trade breakout strategies, but one of the key things we look for, and one of the key things that I think a lot of new traders need to learn, are mean reversion style strategies. It's just a lot easier to identify as a new trader, which is why I always introduce that strategy first. So what is the edge and what is the strategy in your trading business? Just like you can easily quantify, okay, taller player, his edge is his height, okay? Long arms, long reach advantage, his edge is his long reach advantage, okay? Advantage, right? What is your edge in markets? It needs to be that quick. If it's not that quick, then basically you're dumb money. You're literally dumb money. You're the tall kid who literally has no idea that him being tall is to his advantage, and he needs to know when and where to play, okay, to his advantage. If you don't instantly know what your edge is in markets, or if you say something silly, this is going to offend a lot of technical traders who are honestly learning everything about FX on YouTube or on stupid forums with guys who have no real concern for you to understand this. They want to show you lifestyle crap. They want to show you that you can be this famous, successful guy. They're not giving you the knowledge you need. So you're just getting this basic level. Hey, look, man, trend line break, get in the market. Okay. Oh, confluence, trend line break. My RSI is crossing. Oh, wait, no, actually, I trade naked, bro. You only need to trade naked. Just study the chart, support and resistance. That's not an edge. Support and resistance is not an edge. An edge is an obvious advantage. You saying, oh, I trade support and resistance. That's not an edge. Everyone trades support and resistance. Everyone looks at the market and sees support and resistance. Okay. And I know you're probably like, well, then Cleveland, what's your edge then? How are you able to make money in markets? Well, I would say simply my edge is I'm very good at substantiating price moves that won't be sustainable. I know it sounds like there's a lot of big words there, but it's pretty simple. I'm able to identify pretty well when a price move is basically so large that it can't be sustainable. It's the quintessential elements of a pullback strategy. If we see a massive price move running to the upside, then guess what my job is to do? My job is to do three things. Notice it. So I like to see that a massive price move has just happened. Substantiate it. I like to figure out what happened, fundamentals, and then ask if it's sustainable. I like to quantify if markets can maintain those price levels. That's pretty much it, right? So now my strategy to find out if, okay, I am in my edge is simply my process. And we can talk about that at some other point in time, but you guys get it, okay? So my edge is, well, Cleveland can see a price move and he can quantify based off of a certain set of parameters if that price move is gonna be sustainable or not. That's pretty much it. And if you just rely on that consistently over and over and over again, you start to build out enough of a case study to see that, okay, this actually works. This is actually something that does well. And this is the exact same strategy that I've been trading for over 5 years. There's no need to switch it up. There's an analogy in the business. Any trader with a new strategy is a shitty trader. So if someone's like, man, we got this brand new strategy, run away. You don't want to work with anyone with a brand new strategy. That's a horrible idea. Okay. So again, the main reason trader strategies suck is because they don't have an edge. It's pretty simple, okay? If you don't have an edge, you will never be able to bring together any kind of real profits long term. You might be able to get in on a move and it goes up and you make some money, but guess what, guys? It's 50-50. It's going to go up sometimes, it's going to go down sometimes. So you can't always attribute profits to actually you doing something correct. It's just the probabilities. It's 50-50. Okay. So we have to pull back from saying, well, I made money in this trade. Well, yeah, it's 50-50. We need to see a larger sample size of data to know if the actual strategy is something there. And the only way there's going to be something there is if there's an edge. Okay. So all new traders, all you guys need to have an edge. You need to have an edge. You need to understand it just like instantaneously. And then you need to put together a strategy where you can play that edge in the right market condition. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, you have to let me know. There's a link down in the bio. If you want to learn how to trade mean divergence to a higher capacity, that's the same way we execute. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Trade safe. It's going to be an amazing week. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. See you tomorrow.